Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to a very special reading vlog. So, you have seen by the title that this is going to be a 48-hour readathon. I wanted to make it a 24-hour one, but I feel like that's too stressful and I don't want that stress right now. So I'm making it a 48-hour readathon. Basically, I want to read as much as possible in the next 48 hours, starting at 4 p.m. today. Right now it is 3:35. So I'm gonna be starting officially this readathon in about 25 minutes and I'm excited. I haven't done a readathon challenge like this in over a year. I think I only have one on my channel right now, so here we are. We have a second one now. I don't have much plans in the next 2 days. I am launching new bookmarks, but they're pretty much done. I just need to take pictures. Also, I have a paper to write for Friday, so I might work a little bit on it like in the next 2 days, but really it's for Friday, so I don't need to stress too much about it. Today's Sunday, by the way. So this readathon is going to go from today, Sunday 4 p.m. to Tuesday 4 p.m. Now for the books I want to read. First of all, The Dead Romantics by Ashley Poston. I started this today. I'm currently on chapter 6, page 56, and this will be the first book I complete for this challenge. So far, this is amazing. I'm gonna talk a little bit about it. I have the door open, like just the screen door, because it's kind of hot and I'm wearing a sweater, but there are cars everywhere. So yeah, I apologize for any car noises. I also have my laundry on, so you know, there's noises. Anyways, so this is about Florence Day, who is actually a ghostwriter for a very, very famous author of romance books. I don't remember her name. I think it's like Anne something. Anne Nichols. So Anne Nichols is Florence, and she writes very good and famous romance books, but ever since Florence's breakup, very serious breakup, she hasn't been able to write a good romance book, and now her new editor is pressuring her to finish the book and send it in, but she cannot write it. Like, she wants to write a sad book because that's how she's feeling. She's not feeling all like cutesy and romancy, but her new editor is like, no, we signed on for romance books, so you're gonna write romance books. And also, something very interesting, Florence can see dead people. So this is kind of like a paranormal romance, I think you could call it that. I don't know, but it does deal with ghosts and books and romance. So I might be able to tell you more about the genre when I'm done with it, after like I've read the whole thing. But anyways, so far so good. I'm excited to sit down again and keep reading. I took a little break to take a shower and film the end of another video. So yeah, welcome to my channel. I don't think I said that. My goal is to read as much books as I can in the next 48 hours because May has been very busy and I've only completed 2 books and it's May 21st. So that's fine, but it's definitely not in my like usual stats of books, I guess you could call it. It's 3:45. Actually, it's like 3:50-ish, more closer to 50. So I'm going to go make myself a cup of coffee, kind of recharge a little bit, and we're gonna reading The Dead Romantics. And also after that, I don't know what I'm gonna read. I'm not gonna set myself with a TBR. I can't follow TBRs. So I think for this video, I'm gonna let my TBR choose like my next read. I don't know how many books I'm gonna end up reading, but every single one of them is going to be chosen by my TBR jar, and I'm going to pick them out like as I go. So when I'm done with this, I'm gonna use a TBR jar to choose my next one and get started. So welcome to the vlog. I hope you're excited. I am excited. Hopefully I'll read a bunch of books and boost up my numbers for May in my reading stats. So let's go make coffee.
Over near you. All right. And then is this the door?
Sorry, you can probably hear Legend of Zelda in the background, but it's now 4 p.m. so let's start reading. This is one of my freebies currently on my shop. Every single order in May and June gets one of these. Little self promo. All right, my friends, so it has been an hour. I'm now on page, let me check, 96. 40 pages in an hour. It's not a lot, but I have been like kind of procrastinating, dealt with some laundry a little bit, but I'm gonna keep reading now. It's 5 p.m. I'm not really hungry yet, so I'm gonna read until I'm hungry. Yeah, it's really sad. I just dropped off Duncan at a concert he's going to with some work friends, and I have to stay up late to go pick him up. So that means I have a lot of time to read. So I'm now halfway through. This is a lot more emotional than I thought it was gonna be. I have not cried yet, but like feel like I'm going to. So like, here's the thing. He's dead, and don't worry, that is on the back of the book. It's not a spoiler. But this is a romance book, so it's hard not to ship them together, but he's dead. So what this makes like it's a very unique book. I haven't read anything like this, so I'm liking it. But it's hard not to ship them, and I know they can't end up together because he's dead. I have half of it done. I actually put a spice tab, and I'm not gonna need it. I realized I was like, if I use that tab, it's weird because he's dead. You know? Unless something happens that he comes back from the dead, and then I'm gonna use it, but I don't think so. So yeah, I have a spice tab, but I'm not using it. Oh my gosh. This book was so much more, like, was so much better. I can't talk. This book was like way better than I thought it was gonna be. I think I need to talk about it tomorrow because I literally just finished it 2 seconds ago. And I can't wrap my head around it really, but like I loved it. And it was so much more than what I was expecting. So I'll talk about it more tomorrow, or like at the end of the vlog. Okay, so like part of me wants to choose my next book right now, but also I know I'm not, like, probably not gonna start it. So then like the other part of me doesn't want to choose the next book right now. Also, I have no idea when I need to go and pick up Duncan, so I'm just hoping I don't fall asleep. It's currently midnight, past midnight, like 12:30. And usually I am sound asleep at this time in my REM cycle. But I was able to finish the book, so 1 book down for the readathon. We love that. I think I'm just gonna watch YouTube for a bit. Try not to fall asleep. Tomorrow we will pick out the next book. Good morning. Actually, it's noon, but I did finish The Dead Romantics last night at like midnight, and I'm not gonna give too much away because I'm gonna do a whole wrap up at the end of this video, but I really liked it. This was really good. Definitely way more emotional than I thought it was gonna be, and there was a plot twist at the end that I was not expecting, so that was a nice surprise. But yes, overall I gave this 5 stars. I really liked it. But now it is time for our next book, and I'm so excited. Something Wilder, a Christina Lauren book. That is, yes. So it's right here actually. It's gonna be fun. I don't know what this is about though, but yeah, like I don't know why I haven't read this yet. I've heard it's really good. And I don't know, just by looking at the size of the font, seems like I'm gonna be able to read this pretty quickly, which is perfect for the readathon. So it's noon, which makes it hour 20 of this readathon out of 48. We have 1 book down, which is great. I haven't read a Christina Lauren book in so long. I think the last one I read was Love and Other Words, and that was in March of 2022, so it's been a while. But I'm glad that this came up. So we're gonna go, and actually we're gonna go eat lunch because I'm hungry. I haven't eaten yet. I woke up like at 10, so I'm hungry. And then we're gonna start this. I'm very excited about it. I hope you're enjoying the vlog so far. It's really just been me giving updates on my reading, not actually like vlogging, but it's okay. We might go out today. I don't know. I really want to find a spot where I can read in my car. That's like a goal for this summer, but I don't know where because I'm like scared that like parking isn't free, like I'm not allowed to be there. Let's go eat lunch so we can start reading. It's almost 2 p.m. and I'm currently organizing my tabs before I start reading this book. So before I start Something Wilder, I think I'm gonna finish editing a video, but I did just choose, oh, I am gonna use these stickers this time. I think they're fun, but I did choose my tabs. I didn't do the editing system yet, but I'm very excited to start it. I feel like it's perfect. It's really sunny outside. And again, I've heard amazing things about this one, so excited to start it. I have been procrastinating a lot, and I think it's because I don't really want to read something wilder right now, which is the book I picked up earlier. But like, it's not bad or anything, it's just I'm not really vibing with the whole like ranch and horses and stuff. Like, that's not my thing. I'm not DNFing or anything. Like, I'm gonna put it on my nightstand and it's gonna be there and I'm gonna read it eventually, just not in this vlog. So I decided to go with a thriller next. I didn't choose it out of my TBR. That was the one rule I kind of wanted to follow, but yeah. We're gonna read a thriller. We're not gonna annotate it, so I'm gonna be able to probably read this pretty quickly. But we're gonna read The House Across the Lake by Riley Sager. And this is like about somebody who lives across the lake from a married couple, I think. And they seem all great and happy, and then one day the wife disappears. And the person that lives across the lake, is like the husband looks guilty. So I'm excited for this. I have not been spoiled for this, so I don't know if there's like a plot twist or anything. If there is, I don't know what it is. One thing I do love though is it says right at the beginning here, I think he did it, but I just can't prove it, from Taylor Swift's song Nobody No Crime. We're gonna be reading this right now. I might do a little bit of a read with me video thing because I feel like I haven't really been vlogging. I've just been like talking about the books. But anyways, we are putting a little pause on this one. It's simply on my nightstand. It's not going far, but we're gonna be reading this tonight. It's exactly 6 p.m. on Monday. So like I said, this video ends tomorrow on Tuesday at 4 p.m. So I have a little less than 24 hours left to read. So, you know, main goal for sure, I want to finish this before tomorrow. Maybe I could finish it tonight. Like, seems like a quick read, especially thrillers. Like, I want to know stuff, so maybe I could finish this tonight and then start a new one. That could be like a nice accomplishment. So like, read one book, The Dead Romantics, read another one, this one, and then started a third one. That could be very, like, that I would be happy with that. So let's do our best and let's start reading The House Across the Lake. This blanket is the best thing. Like, it's a normal blanket on the outside, but the inside is like made of like some kind of fabric that just stays cool. So it's like, you know how you always want the cool side of the pillow? Well, like, this is a blanket that's always cool, like the cool side of the pillow. I love it. I have an update. Currently it's Tuesday, a little past 12 I think, so I have like a little less than 4 hours left to this readathon, but I am halfway through the House of Us Lake. So I have lunch in the oven right now, and I think I'm gonna eat lunch when it's ready. Then I'm gonna read for the rest of the readathon. Definitely I'll be able to finish this. This reads really quick. I don't know about the next book though. If I'll have time to even choose it, start it, I don't know. But for sure, like, this one's gonna be done, and I'm happy about that because 2 books in 2 days, I think that's pretty good. So far, this is really interesting, and I was gonna say that, like, it's a bit obvious, like, what's going on, but there's been a plot twist. So I was really hoping for a plot twist because it was a bit too obvious. But now, halfway through, I still have halfway to go, and just anything can happen really. And I'm excited. So far this is really good. I'm really liking it. Definitely it's making me want to read more thrillers. Spooky and eerie and weird, and like it all takes place like in a very secluded lake. Like there's just a few houses, and there's like 4 of the houses that have people in it, so there's not a lot of people there, and it's really like secluded. I'm going to keep reading while lunch is being heated up, and yes, I don't think I'll have any issue finishing this today before 4 p.m. Like I said, it's just the next book. I don't think I'm gonna be finishing another book after this, unless it's a manga. Maybe I should go with a manga. But yeah, so far so good. This is really, really interesting, and I'm excited to see how it ends. I just finished this, and let me tell you, there's 20% of the book I did not like, and I'm so, like, while it was happening, I was like, I don't know how I feel about this, what's going on, but now that I'm done, I did not like that part. And I'm not gonna spoil it for you guys, but overall though, it is a good book. It's just like that part of it was like, where did that come from? But I finished it. And I am glad I read it. It was definitely enjoyable. I read the whole thing. I didn't DNF it or anything. Most of the book was good. I loved the like thriller aspect of it, like the mysteries going on. There's just that one little thing that I'm not going to spoil that I did not like. So I think because of that, I'm going to give this book a 3.5 stars. I think that's fair. I do want to check out this author's other books. I think there's one coming out in June, so I'm gonna go check that out eventually. It's still May, but yeah. It is now just a little bit past 3, so that means there's less than an hour left to this readathon, and I don't think I'm gonna start anything else. I'm kind of tired. I kind of just want to, like, I don't know, watch YouTube or something, maybe crochet. So I think that's what I'm gonna do for the rest of this readathon. And I will see you in the next clip for my little wrap up. Hello everyone, welcome to the end of the vlog. This vlog, first of all, I didn't start editing yet, but I just know it's a little bit chaotic. So I apologize for being all over the place during this vlog. I even contemplated just not posting it, but I thought that'd be a waste of a vlog. So we have it up anyways. But yeah. Welcome to the end of the vlog. I'm going to quickly wrap up both books that I've read during this vlog, and I gotta say, one, I loved it. The other one, I'm not so sure. There's also music going on outside. It's like almost 30 degrees outside, so like everybody, all the kids and everything I'm looking at right now, they're all outside playing it with water and stuff, so there's music, there's noise, so if you can hear any of that, I apologize, but you know, they're having fun, so it's okay. First book I've read in this vlog was The Dead Romantics by Ashley Poston. This is about, what's her name? Florence, and she is a ghostwriter for this author, romance author. I can never remember her name, but she started writing for her a year back or something like that. I don't know, but she recently broke up with her boyfriend. Well, her boyfriend broke up with her, and it was really brutal, and so she kind of like lost faith in love, and she doesn't really want to write romance books anymore, which is what she's a ghost writer for. So she talks to her new editor, I can't even tell what's the name, Benji, it's Benji. She talks about it to Benji. He's like, no, like we signed on with, what's her name, Anne Nichols, I think. We signed on with her for romance. She has to write romance because he doesn't know that she's the ghostwriter actually. He thinks she's the assistant. Anyways, so she has like a deadline. She has to write a romance book. But unfortunately her dad passes away right in the middle of all that. So it's really sad. So, you know, she goes back home, spend time with her family, and like throughout all of that, she's thinking about that book she needs to write. And to top it all off, she sees the ghost of Benji at her hometown, which makes you think he's dead. Like, all of that happened in like 24 hours time. And one more thing about her is that she can actually see ghosts, she can see spirits. So, you know, that's why she's seeing him. But yeah, it takes off from there. It is super emotional. So, and I don't even, I feel like this should be more like a literary fiction book rather than a romance book, because he's dead. So a lot more about like grief and going through that and just being with family as well. And like, I did get emotional while reading this. So yes, I did love this one. Check trigger warnings before you read it though, because it is a heavy read for a romance book. It's really heavy. I gave this a 4.5 stars, or was it a 5? I can't remember, but I really recommend it. But again, check the trigger warnings. And then I jumped into a book that I thought was gonna be phenomenal because a lot of people love it, but it did not hit the mark for me, and I'm gonna explain why without spoiling you. So that book is The House Across the Lake by Riley Sager. This is about this actress that moves back into like her lake house because she has like drinking problems. She has a lot of things going on. So, you know, her mom suggests like you should go there, just take some time for yourself and like relax and, you know. However, there's this new couple across the lake, husband and wife, they seem normal. She sparks up a friendship with the wife, but however, one night she hears a scream and the next day the wife is no longer there. She just vanished. So it's a whole thing about like figuring out where's the wife, what's her name, Casey, who can she trust? She thinks it's the husband that did something. It's a whole thing. This was good up until the end. I did not like the plot twist. It seemed a bit ridiculous to me, so that kind of ruined the whole book. And I gave this a 3.5 stars when I rated it on my Instagram, but I think it needs to go down to like a 2.5, 2.75. I don't know. I was really generous when I gave it a 3.5, and then I thought about it more and I was like, no. I am interested in like reading more of the author's books, but like this one, I don't even know like what else to say. I was reading it and I think main reason why I wanted to finish it was to, one, like see how it ended, but then when that happened, the only reason why I kept going was to like finish a book in the 48-hour readathon thing, because I knew I didn't have time to like start a new one and finish it. So I was like, you know what, I'll just finish it and have a second book read for this readathon. So yeah, so that is it. These are the two books, let's put her in the front, that I've read during this vlog. Like I said, one I loved, the other one not for me. I do like, you know, every time I say that a book is not for me, please just like look at the reviews and the synopsis for yourself, because you don't know, maybe you'll like it. It wasn't for me, but maybe it'll be for you. Also, next time I do this, I will make it a 24-hour readathon, because I realized in 24 hours you have less time to read, but you also have less time to procrastinate, which is what I did a lot of the time during the 48 hours. So let's not do 48 hours again. Let's do 24 and just like read as much as I can in 24 hours, because I feel like I could have read much more in 48 hours, but I just was on my phone a lot. And that's also probably why this vlog is like all over the place. But yeah, what are you gonna do? It's done. We did it. I read 2 books in 2 days. I think that's good. And if you made it to the end of the video, comment down this emoji, and that way I'll know if you made it to the end. And like if you do, I'll know that you watched the whole thing. I can't talk. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you're ever curious about like my socials, anything else other than YouTube, I have everything down below, as well as my new website for my products that I'm selling. On that note, thank you so much for watching again. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!